entire filtering system, which is even more important given the need for stormwater control and management, especially in this age of increased storm activity. So some comment would be helpful.
As to the first one, having a meeting, we try to have a meeting in the middle if we can get access to a room that's large enough to have people come. I do know there was a lot of back and forth. We were going to try to have it in the school, and the school had conflicts, and this was the best scenario we could get. If we have it early in the process, I've gotten complaints that, well, we haven't had a chance to study the data that's in the repositories, and if we have it at the end, we'll get this. We haven't had enough time to consider what you're saying at the public meeting. This was the best scenario. We do try to get it in the middle, but this was the best we could do in this scenario. As to why only there's natural resource damages for sediment and not for previous wetlands that have been destroyed, do we have an answer to that? Was that looked at?
Well, the injury that we're looking at in terms of natural resource damages has to do somewhat with the constraints of the law, which is the release of hazardous substances into the environment from the site, and the releases of hazardous substances that are the subject of this entire remediation are the metals that are listed in the materials that you all have. The other types of impacts that you're talking about they're really not encompassed by the legal authority that we have to pursue natural resource damages, unfortunately.
And so when you talk about releases, really, and it sort of goes back to that outfall number one, that it looked to me like that's where the release was happening, and that's where the main problem is, and that's what we would address.
Indeed.
Okay.
Just to supplement that first question you had too, I mean, I worked with Mike in trying to set up a date, and we looked at a number of different options, and this was one of the ideal dates. What we did